How's it going, guys? A lot of you guys that know me and speak to me regularly have been egging me on to get out the Cobra H. Um, it's about a $3,800 extractor by U.S. Products. It has a 16-gallon holding tank, 14-gallon recovery tank, and it's a dual motor vac, about a 25 30-foot hose. Water temperature can go to 215. Let me see. The problem it has is the nozzle clogged, and then there's problems with the hose. There's problems with the high pressure hose connector. And I was never a huge fan of extractors anyways, so I kind of just buried it. But some of you guys have been egging me on to get it out, recover it, rebuild it a little bit. So I'm going to get it out, clean it up, and get it working, and get it working on a car out here. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so there the old thing is, it needs to be cleaned up first, outside and in the holding tank, in the recovering tank. All the wires, lines, hoses need to be cleaned, redone, replaced. It has a dual motor vac, it has a heating element. The holding tank is filthy and needs to be cleaned. These are the dual power lines. One is for the vac motors, the other one is for the heating element. Here's the high pressure hose, the water hose, the chemical hose, and I have to replace the vac hose. About a 20-foot section needs to be replaced. The nozzle's clogged. Bear with me, I know this is a little backwards, but I got to clean it up first before I even power up, before I turn it on. So I'm just going to use a very light APC and get some of this crud off of here quick. Alright, so let's get this high pressure hose fixed first. The O-ring needs to be replaced, and that's for the quick connect. That'll stop the slow leak I have and tighten things up a bit down there for the connection. We wire brushed it, we're going to connect it, we're going to power it up, and we're going to get the high pressure water flowing and see if it holds up. Let's power it up, turn on the pump, and make sure it doesn't leak, and there's a problem solved. Alright. Again, bear with me, these 15-foot cords, power cords, are driving me nuts. They're grimy, and that'll drive a detailer up the wall. That's much better. Now we can move on to the nozzle. The nozzle has to be replaced. I have plenty of them laying around here all over the place. Just a quick swap of a used one that I know is opened and ready to go. Okay, we have the nozzle straight, we have the little screws tightened up. Now we're going to power it back up again and give it a test. We want a nice, even, flat spray. Alright, crossing our fingers, and here we go. That'll work. That's a nice, flat, fanned out spray. And this is what really gets me, guys. This is still the outline for the mat that I protected with the QP on. Much later, and still we have the outline of protection on that porous cement. Anyways, let's get back to the extractor. Time to replace the hose. I have about 100 foot of it laying around, so I cut out a 22 foot section, and that should work. Now I want the high pressure line and I want the vacuum hose to be perfectly aligned and stay together, so I'm going to use zip ties every 2-3 feet. Now, before I even let it get near the interior of a car, even to test it, I have to clean off the filthy hose that's been laying around forever. This is all the dirt just from that little 4-foot section. That's got to go. I purchased and pieced together extra high pressure hose and vac hose so I can keep the unit itself tucked away and just pull the hose and the high pressure hose and the vac hose around the car as needed. I also have an attachment to hook up to the unit's exhaust so I can run that outside and we're not smelling the fumes from the vehicle we're trying to clean up. And we are ready to give it a test run to see if this old beast comes back to life. Well, we seem to have a nice spray, a nice fan of chemical and hot water coming out of the high pressure line and the nozzle. That's good to see. There is plenty of pull from the dual motor vac. That's good to see. The only thing I don't have going is the water isn't up to full temperature, as I haven't had it plugged in long enough. But we'll use that on another day. It's just good to see this thing going again. Maybe I'll start using it more. And there you go. For the guys that were asking to see it, that's the old Cobra H. Now remodeled as the U.S. Products King Cobra and King Cobra 2. Alright guys, so that was the old Cobra H. The newer versions of the King Cobras, they're around 5,000. A lot more efficient, a lot easier to use, probably a little bit more durable, I don't know. This thing is probably built a little bit better, but it always has little problems. Nickels and dimes me to death. But there you go. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Have a good one.